everybody.
Good evening.
I know people gotta get up and go to work in the morning, so I won't take long, but isn't it wonderful to know that something beautiful is happening to me right now?
Yes.
Standing in the presence of such beautiful people, tonight's topic is called Empowerment to Overcome Change. The Webster Dictionary calls the word empowerment the ability to is defined as power given to someone to do something. I'll say that again. Empowerment means the power or authority to do something. According to Webster, overcome means to succeed in dealing with a problem or difficulty. Well, growing up in the black church, there was this old Negro spiritual. You guys know it. It's called We Shall Overcome. Guess what? We overcame today. You all overcame by the very definition of it. We sit amongst people who have ancestors that actually made you all the beneficiaries. How did you overcome? The moment that you got a passport in spite of what the media said about the Middle East. The moment that you accepted a contract overseas, sounds like you overcame. I want you to know the power it is just to stand in the presence of a royal family tonight. When I look at you, I am so certain that someone in your bloodline looks at you as if you're the superhero in their family. Many of you hold a legacy just as strong and impactful as Harriet Tubman because you got out. Every time you upload a video, share a picture of your travel adventures, somebody tells somebody who told somebody and got inspired. Every time you took the time to say, hey, we're in this part of the world, look at us, take a selfie, that was proof and evidence to someone that the media could not be telling the truth. When in fact, every person in this room knows that you are socially accepted all around the world, even if you were never accepted at home. I stand in the presence of empowered people. Each of you, knowing that you are the beneficiaries, yes, I said it, somewhere in the heavens, your greatest grandma and your greatest grandpa looked over everyone in the family and they said, child, we can't choose that one. He don't have his life together. And this one right here, she needs to get her whole life together. But then when they saw you, your divine birthright, they chose you and you answered the call. Now I know that every day each one of you get up on a Sunday through Thursday shift. Some of you work 12 hours. It's really 15 hours because I did a little bit of contracting myself. And every day you go about wearing this mask. A mask that a lot of people just think that, hey, he's doing all right, she's doing all right. They look the same as they did the day before. But underneath that mask is a truth. That truth is much like, let's get a visual. Do you remember the family tree reunion? We had these t-shirts back in the 80s that had the tree on the front. Okay, consider yourself that tree because every single root is what we don't see. We don't know what you're doing in order to send money home, to take care of your sister, your brother, to provide food and shelter and clothing, to reach back and actually give to your community when you see that it's been gentrified, to turn away from the news because you don't want to get bogged down into whatever the 45 or the other people that are doing back home that really doesn't impact your everyday life. Those are the roots that are underground. But if you know how deeply rooted you are to those ancestors as their beneficiary, you will realize that what goes on above the surface is what I see. Each table is like a branch of empowerment. Each one of you is reaching out to someone back home saying, hey, you gotta have an exit strategy. Hey, you can't always depend on that one job. Hey, look at me. If you get outside the plantation mentality, things will work out. I'm not here today to teach you about a cancer for an organization that you're already fully educated. I'm here standing in the presence of royalty, just to remind you that behind that mask that you wear in front of your bosses and higher-ups, those people who offer the contract to you, I'm here saying, I see what's beneath the surface. I know that you represent that tree of life to an entire family. And I ask that you do one favor for yourselves. Self-love, self-care. You are all that I have. Before coming here, the woman who came before you, she was just a Facebook friend of mine. She didn't know me from a can of blue paint. The woman that she spoke of that started this, she was actually my very first babysitter. When I was inside my mother's womb, my mother was 50 years old. She was like, I hope she can come out so I can actually babysit. The year that I moved to Kuwait was the very year she moved back to America. I didn't realize how I would one day meet Ms. Gardner, and that this opportunity that she would bring each and every one of you. So when I stand here, we're not alone. Each of you have empowered and inspired someone across the water. See, I came not having anyone here, and now I stand with a global family. Each and every one of you, please continue the self-love and the self-care that we need. Have your exit strategy ready, because one thing about this lifestyle that you're honored with your nannies, your drivers, your Talibats that bring you all these things, it takes me back to science class. A tennis ball. If you take a tennis ball and throw it on the ground, each time it will go higher and higher, which lets me know that with the exit strategy that each one of you have when you leave this country, life will only get better. So remember whose you are. You're not just your family's backbone. You are the tree of life. Each and every vital nutrient is poured onto each and every one of us when we're out here in the street seeing each other and saying, hey brother, hey sister. So tonight, I ask that you please remember what the very definition of empowerment is when you look into the mirror. Instead of singing, we shall overcome, baby, we overcame today. My father told me that the most precious thing that you could ever give someone is your time. And I want to thank you so much. You all look very royal, like my royal family. Thank you for your time. God bless and good night. How did you overcome? The moment that you got a passport in spite of what the media said about the Middle East. The moment that you accepted a contract overseas, sounds like you overcame. I want you to know the power it is just to stand in the presence of a royal family tonight. When I look at you, I am so certain that someone in your bloodline looks at you as if you're the superhero in their family. Many of you hold a legacy just as strong and impactful as Harriet Tubman because you got out. Every time you upload a video, share a picture of your travel adventures, somebody tells somebody who told somebody and got inspired. And I want to thank you so much. You all look very royal, like my royal family. Thank you for your time. God bless and good night.